All right. Hello, everybody. Happy Monday. Casey, I'm your host tonight for this call and have a lot of goodness that we're going to be sharing. So, for anybody who's new to the group, joining this call, watching the recording, we're definitely doing a lot of updating and changes that are for the good. Isagenix is always keeping up and innovative, and so we are doing the same in our group. We have so many incredible people that are joining Isagenix, and so many of you guys that are really stepping into just your utmost leadership and your potential, and just really being able to have a platform for everybody to really express their gifts and to get into action. And roles that are exciting, maybe new for some of you, but just the people that have responded to step up, we're super excited. So tonight I am going to be talking about just again some of the changes with the groups, and then our new thing that we're rolling out, which is the Health in Action Ambassador of the Week, which is really something that, anybody who's ready to really step into some leadership roles and, like I said, put themselves out there, it's going to be for you. So let me share my handy dandy screen. All right, see if we can see. Can you guys see my screen? Excellent. And let me just participants. We have some beautiful background noise of life. Okay, cool. All right. So obviously there has been assistance for me with this. The amazing Molly. So, all right. So this is a Google Doc, you guys, and this is going to be split. So tonight it's all together to go over it, but this is going to be split, and everybody's going to have access to be able to share with your new people that are coming in on how to, add people and welcome people to the group, and just keeping content clean and all that good stuff. So this is, again, for, I think sometimes too, at least I know for me, we get so used to social media, and maybe sometimes we forget people that are coming in or not as familiar with groups or whatnot, that some extra just like pointers for people to have the best experience and be able to use it well. So this is something very basic, little arrow, how to add to the group. And then we have, what we talked about last week too. This is something that you'll be able to share with your people. You can send them the Google Doc. You can have screenshotted. We'll also have these screenshots in 4 areas. Obviously, when it's small though, it's, you have to blow it up to read. So I think just having the Google Doc to send to somebody, anybody can pull that up. But again, you can also have pictures. Just for the reminders, we do have about 1,000 people that have been added to Health in Action, but have not received the invite. So if you think about that, and then oftentimes too, we have people that are, that we're welcoming, but again, they're grayed out. So this right here is really just a guideline. Obviously, it's something that we know that we're probably doing, but if our people, or, if you're new, this is something that we want to be communicating to our team members, that they are very aware of how to invite people to make sure that it can be seen and that they're actually in the group. And so just some recommendations for people, just about navigating the team members tab if you think that somebody's in it yet, and just, be sure to wait until they accept their invitation. So again, this is just your outline that you can share with people so that they see step by step on adding and welcoming people. And I want to real quick, there we go. So you guys can see the screen. Okay. And then we just have some recommendations. So there's no, if somebody does it the very first way, welcome Molly, who is behind this beautiful slideshow, very neat and clean to be able to send to people in the Google Docs. But just welcome Molly to the page. Feel free to look around and check things out. So remember, right, if we're adding a lot of people and this is what people are first seeing in there, then we want to personalize it too, right? And if somebody's very first experience, so this is something that you can share with people so that they can know, and we're going to have a little video on this too, and again with these links, but just that people will know exactly, you know, to make it a little bit more personable. You know, this one you can see that's been added with a video. This one has a link to isagenixhealth.net plus an actual photo. And then two, it's very beautiful if you can see, you're just really, you know, I'm highlighting the pinpoints on Molly, very authentic and who I know her to be and what she's all about, and welcoming her to the group. And so instead of just that very first, welcome Molly Johnson, see the difference that if you were scrolling in a new group and what it would look like too if you see more of these. And then two, the content is there. And of course, you know, you can always just welcome people under the pinned post. You can also go to an actual, you know, album that we have. If you guys have been seeing in the group and you've been today, we've completely updated the albums. And so just hang tight on those. We're going to have the albums be very uniform. And so don't start adding last call I was like, okay, let's go ahead and keep these albums updated. But because we have it's just so clean and unique if you go and look at the albums right now. But again, we do want all of the initial kind of 20 posts. We're going to have very uniform, following a marketing thing from an outsider who's a brilliant person at marketing, to have those first 20 photos or so in the albums that are very congruent. It's just very pleasing to the eye. And then we're going to go in and add those. So right now, just, you know, obviously keep adding all the content, all that good stuff, but just with hashtags right now, because now that the albums are pinpointed and updated, we're really going to keep those uniform again for the first 20, because albums are interesting where if you, go in and you add something, you can't move the photos kind of like once they're in. So just hang tight on that. And just this week, all of that's going to be up and running, and we should have those initial posts that are very uniform. So again, this is just something that we'll be sending to our people. Now, the Health Ambassador of the Week. In the opportunity pages, we put a post up, and it was about if you are wanting to step into some roles, and one of those was hosting the team call, so hosting this call, and then also hosting webinars or virtual parties. And so something that I want to talk about with the virtual parties. So if you guys are used to being in the group and you're not new, we have done a lot of post parties, virtual parties that require a lot of refreshing. Again, same thing with how, you know, sometimes I feel like once you're in this for a while and you're very savvy, you know how something works, you're running it, you can forget that a lot of people might not know that. And so what's been communicated is that the virtual parties of posting is not nearly as easy to follow as than just like a live stream, right? Like a live feed. And so that is going to be what we are going to be really focusing on right now, is just doing live webinars instead of the actual refreshings of a virtual party. So we're going to give that a go, because again, just from feedback, there is some confusion around, especially I just think the refresh is the most confusing part. I see chat. I don't know why I can't open it on this one. Hold on, let me see.
It's all good in the chat right now.
Okay, cool. All right, so here is part of the Health Ambassador. Now we've taken all the names from people that if you posted on the leadership post and the opportunity pages. But if this is something that you're feeling called to, and the Health Ambassador, you're not necessarily having to do everything, but you are responsible and taking on that accountability for making sure all of this is done. Even maybe you're delegating it, right? So, but the Health Ambassador really is the one that it's just your week. It is a power week. And two, it's really, you know, if you're bringing people in, just to really be, to be shining and to be seen, you know, as somebody like, hey, I got this, follow me, like, I'm rolling with this, right? So if you guys saw LaDonna today, she did a weekly cleanse poll. I know a lot of us have been doing message threads and coaching, which is amazing and great. Sometimes though, when you start to have a lot of people, it can seem very overwhelming, or you're like, you're people's people. And so we really want to try to keep leveraging, right? Leverage. Leverage is your best friend when you have it, and your worst nightmare when you don't. So that's really what this is all about, and just incredible feedback. Thank you for everybody giving feedback. But that weekly cleanse poll is just so people can kind of say when they're cleansing, and then taking on that that initiative to get with people that are all cleansing together, right? And so people know who's cleansing, they can tag team each other, you know, and just really get in their own kind of groups of everybody who's cleansing. We're also going to be doing a product spotlight. So every single week, you know, Isagenix, we are, you know, not a weight loss company. You know, we're not just this rebalance. I mean, we really are a wellness company at every single level. And there's so many products, and we're just this online grocery store. And, you know, we really want to be highlighting all these things. And, you know, I think that there's sometimes that we miss some of the really great things. And I suggest, especially if we're starting with a pack that might not have, I mean, something like the essential oil in it, you know, or if somebody's not getting the isobiome. Gosh, that's a devastation right there. Have you guys seen those plus packs, boy, with the isobiome? That is so fun. So something like that. And then that Friday, we will be doing a giveaway. And so you'll want to be going live or having recordings. This isn't just about making a post. So this is really stepping in and getting comfortable with getting uncomfortable, right? You're in the comfort zone, right? That's the way to grow, is outside of that comfort zone. And so a recording or a live on that specific product. And then we're going to be doing a giveaway on that product for those who have really been participating throughout the week. So on Wednesday, we will be welcoming new members to the group. So if you guys saw Melina's post and how she welcomed all of those people, there is a feature now that we can tap into in the Health in Action. And it is that you can welcome everybody who's been added to the group that week. And so because we're going to be doing live video streams on Wednesday night, it's a weekly Wednesday. We're going to be very consistent and committed to a weekly Wednesday and really being interactive in this group. It is all about interaction now with social media and videos, right? Far more than just posts. Posts are great, they keep it going, but really for that interaction. And we have the webinar, the Health in Action, that you guys have seen the live streams, you know, into the group. And so that will be 9 p.m. on that night, every Wednesday. And again, if you're the health ambassador for the week and you're doing all this, if you're not comfortable yet with, and we will be doing a training on these virtual webinars, and you're not comfortable yet, then that is something that you can ask for help with, and, you know, delegation. But you're going to ask about 4 people to share their testimonies, and you're going to have a basic outline of a PowerPoint. So if you are scared of technology, if you are scared of PowerPoint, if you are scared of going live, this is your time to break through some of those things and learn a little bit, right? Eric Worre in the book, Go Pro, he says the one with the marker makes all the money. In this situation, the health ambassador, right, stepping up, that's the marker, that's being in front, that's presenting, that's taking accountability, that's taking responsibility. And it just really is your way to add your gifts, because people get tired of the same person, right? Over and over again, right? We want some newness, we want some freshness, and just the ability to bring y'all's gifts in is something that I'm really excited about. So we'll also talk about the Eat for Free. And then on Sundays, it is about a 12 p.m. post. We'll go out live for a Q&A reminder and to go ahead and start asking questions. You know, not everybody gets brought into Isagenix, and sometimes, you know, people sharing, I know, you know, there's people that have a ton of BV and banked volume, and, you know, that are sharing Isagenix just because they, you know, Isagenix does such a great job with, you know, sending out the first box, have the Isa Life app downloaded, you know, the ways to share with new customers. And they might not be having the access to people that are really running like you are, right? And so to be able to have something every week for our new members to really just, do you have any questions? This is welcoming. Most people traditionally wait for a Monday to get started. You guys haven't noticed that. They get their box, right? It's always a Monday. It's always next week, right? There's something magical about that Monday. And so that's why that Sunday's there. Now, this is by no means to be putting on extra that you need to be coaching these people, anything like that. We're all servant leaders and we have these huge hearts, and we are always helping everybody in the group. It's one team. Isagenix across the board has set that into motion, about the one team mentality. The purpose, of this is just to really be interactive with our people, answer some basic questions if things come up, and just that every Sunday that everybody can then leverage this, right? So everybody's able to leverage this where anybody's new getting started to have this in there. And again, if you're the ambassador, doesn't necessarily mean that you have to do all of these, right? However, the one requirement is to make sure that the organization of this, and again, for each thing, we have guidelines for everybody. So it's not just like, toss you in and, like, what do I do? So if there's any, I'll go through, and if there's any questions about that, then I'll come through. Hold on. Is there any in the chat? I don't know why I can't see the chat with my slides up. No? Okay, cool. All right. So that is what we are rolling into. Does anybody have any questions or want to say anything or on that? I know that's a lot, and that's what's rolling out, so stay tuned with us. Where is my... All right, here we go. Technical things, it's all good. Technical things. Love it. Leverage our time. Genius. This is awesome. Step into greatness. Yes. Yes, so nice, Molly. We love Molly. She's so fun. She is brilliant. Her eye for marketing and detail and just her experience and the company she's worked, it's just, I'm really, really excited to be just bringing in just all this goodness. And even just go look at the albums, guys. They're beautiful. And again, just hold off on adding things there because the first ones are going to be uniform. Okay, so last night, Melina rocked it out again. I know I added some goodies onto the call, so I hope you all found that of value. But, what I ended with was a challenge. So the challenge was to be doing your 30-second story. If you were not on last night's executive call or run, I'll go ahead and list the 30-second story template there as well too. And then a recording of you doing, you share, they share through executive and with the bonuses. We are going to do we'll be offering guidance to anybody who says, hey, this is my 30-second story share. Do you have any type of, obviously 30 seconds can be, David Woods really does keep it to 30 seconds though. I remember we were at dinner with him and I shared my 30-second story and it was like a minute and he was like, he took it down, boy. But share it, and so we can offer any type of what we're really thinking, right? We want to all step in and help each other out. So share that story in the opportunity page. And then also, you guys, record yourself drawing out the comp plan and post it in the group. You do not want to miss out when, I'm telling you, the giveaway on this is big time. And the biggest giveaway that you can possibly take away is your own confidence and your own ability that you're doing it, right? Eric Worre, the one with the marker, makes all the money. You guys, when I read that in GoPro, I said, give me that marker right here, right now. I've got some big goals, some big dreams, and I'm going to take that marker and I'm going to learn this. And Lynn Hagedorn, she put out the challenge, draw the comp plan for 10 people. You're not going to draw it for a stranger, right? Or other people if you are not even drawing it for yourself or for your own tribe, right? So take that. Everybody starts somewhere. Everybody, if you go live and it messes, who cares, right? Who cares? And the funny thing is I've messed the comp plan up, like in the beginning, especially. Oh my gosh, my circles used to be squiggly because I was so nervous and my face was redder than this, like, beet red, just out of just absolute, like, being in front of people. And I would mess it up and forget something. Nobody noticed. Nobody even noticed because they didn't know the comp plan, right? The whole picture was there. I noticed it, right? Afterwards, like, oh my gosh, but they didn't even notice it, right? They have to see the comp plan a couple times anyway. So just give yourself a break and relax a little bit. But I am putting this challenge out to everybody. Don't miss out on this challenge and go for it. So, but yeah, guys, that is what's coming up. So I just want to give a massive shout out, just Melina and Glenn, really just all the stuff that you guys are doing, and Melina, that executive run, truly amazing and just inspirational, and just all the value that you're completely offering. And way to go on Mariah, who's setting up her calls, using the text and rolling people with the carts. That's awesome to be working with you, and watching you go, girl. So those are my 2 celebrations that I have, and I want to open it up for anybody else who wants to do some celebrations. And way to go, Jordan and LaDonna, too, for rocking out your double pibs that came across. So I don't want to take people's shout outs. Well, while you guys are deciding what you want to shout out, Amanda Bice, am I saying your last name right, Amanda?
Wait a second. I have a shout out, and I think you might have.
Yes.
I think you're about to take it.
Okay, go ahead.
Don't take my shout out. So, and you can piggyback, if you have something else. But I just I was gonna shout out Amanda Bice and Tori. These girls, and we had a couple. So our team is just blowing it up with events. Everybody's hosting their own events, doing their thing. And, Amanda Bice has been doing vision board sessions with her team, dream sessions with her team, sipping samples off the chart. Tori had an incredible event, a dream session / I did yoga for an hour. It was hilarious, but it was just great. She's just, these girls are killing it. They're showing up for themselves, and they know what it takes. And watching them step into their leadership is so great. And I know Kristen and Jenny aren't on here. Or maybe they are. I don't know. But they had a sip and sample last night. Melanie was up there in Grand Rapids. So, they're just, leaders go first, and that's what these guys are doing. And it's great to watch. So I don't know if you got more to add. I'm sure you do. But
Amanda is our first Help and Action ambassador, rolling out next week. So stepped right up into that. So excited for that. So guys, just be, paying attention to everything, but you learn with getting action. And I just, that whole team, every single person that you just mentioned, Melina, it is, you guys have just been inspiring me beyond. Seeing what you guys are doing, and that cluster is really the entire reason for this whole facelift and revamping, and their initiative and their visions of just really seeing some freshness and newness. So hats off to you guys for just your visionary and just really running. You're inspiring us all. So anybody else have any shares? Celebrations? You do. Or not. Yes, that's a short call. Carissa, you want to say something? You do. Okay, I'm unmuting Carissa. What does Carissa want to say?
Okay, no, I just going to say next week, I'm going to have a lot of celebrations next week. And I am so excited because I have so much. I am so busy I can hardly even keep it all straight. But I've got a lot in the works and I'm so excited. It's only Monday night. It's all going to happen by Sunday night. It is. So next week.
March 10th, you guys. March 10th, right? Carissa, she's claiming Crystal Director. I think that was the claim of Crystal Director.
Crystal Director by March 10th.
Boom. That's it. Might as well be celebrating, girl. Absolutely. Love it.
Very exciting.
It is. Very exciting. She's claiming it. She knows it. She's owning it. So love it. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You guys, that promo. So right now, Melina talked about it last night. that $29 off, the 10%. Carissa and I were talking about it last night, just, how generous the company is. Just so take advantage of this. That March 10th, Crystal Director. I don't care if you have one consultant, no consultants, all things are possible and you can do this, right? Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. You can do this. What seeds have you planted? What can you start cultivating right now? And how can we get in Liz Palmer's seat? That's what I need to know. She's on page or something. Love it, Carissa. Own it, girl. I see it for you. Kay rocking her enrollments too. Yay, Kay. All right, guys. Anything else? All right, last call. And feel free, if you're the Health in Action ambassador, to have a wine night. We were talking about that. Just get on, invite people in for, just some tea or some wine or some fun cocktails, just to get to know your members, right? We want to have it fun, lighthearted, chit-chatting, tea night, wine night. But yes, so when we announce the Health in Action ambassadors, if you are feeling like you're not ready to step into that role yet, but you're very stirred, and we're going to have you're very stirred where you want to do something, right? Where you want to step in, we let the Health in Action ambassador reach out to them and say, hey, I would really love to participate in this week with you. What can you give me? Or is this open, right? So it's really going to be about everybody coming together and stepping into those roles and giving people the autonomy, right? When you're ready to do it. So we're excited for Amanda to be charging forward next week. Yay. All right, guys. Well, I will actually be in Asia next week too. So I will have no idea what time zones I'll be in, but time will tell with all that goodness. So that's what's so great about technology and halfway around the world like Liz is right now. So, all right, guys, we'll keep rocking. Miss Katie Newbaum will actually be doing the virtual presentation next week. I will be hosting this week's. And so again, you guys will see the format and the roles. So that's already as everybody's kind of learning them and watching them. So get on and watch them and practice them. So, all right. PowerPoint templates to be coming out. Yay! All right, unmute it, rock and roll. Kay looks so happy. I love Kay's smile. She's a bundle of joy. Joy. All right. I don't know why on earth. All right, technology. On 3, Health in Action on 3. 1, 2, 3. Health in Action. Be the greatest love bug, welcoming, fun community Isagenix has ever seen. We're setting the standards, just like Isagenix set the standard in network marketing. We're setting the standard for fun, group, goodness.
That's what I'm talking about.
Boom. All right. Happy Monday, guys. Way to rock it. Way to go on Manager Liz. Yay.